Tomorrow's Father's Day, and while some are honoring their dads and their father figure in their life, others don't have that luxury. Listen to these stats. 18.4 million kids in America, or about 1 in 4, are living without a biological, step, or adoptive father in their home. That's enough kids to fill New York City and Los Angeles 4 times. My next 2 guests know all about the importance of having a father figure in their lives. Their difficult childhoods helped shape them into the amazing dads they are today. We got Tyrus detailing in his book about his upbringing, Just Tyrus, which is in stores now, bestseller. And Anthony Munoz, maybe the best offensive lineman in the history of football, but is co-hosting the Fatherhood Festival, an all Father's Day weekend event taking place in Ohio. Welcome to both of you. First off, Anthony, to you, not only are you know the importance of fathers, you're having a festival. What is your message about the role of dads today?
Well, what we're trying to do, Brian, thank you for having me. And Tyrus, it's great being on the same show with you, man. I'm a big fan of both of you guys. It's a message of, you can spend time with your kids, but be engaged with them, get into their world. And that's really what we're doing with the Fatherhood Festival. Is we want a time where the dads put the phones away, put the business aside, and come get engaged with your young men and women. You know, we're going to have all day of activities where they can just interact. Right. So that's our message: is just get engaged and really get into what your kids are all about, and know your kids.
And if you see somebody that it doesn't have a father, don't just sit back and say, that's too bad. Become that mentor. And Tyrus, I thought about you right away on Father's Day because your dad tried to kill you. You tried to stab him. He tried to throw you out of a window. You had stepfathers or your mom would bring guys home that would try to beat you up. And instead of you using that to continue that cycle, you broke that cycle. How did you do it?
Well, first of all, it is an honor to share the stage with you, Mr. Munoz. Growing up, admired you. I think every lineman I practice or play with, every one of us were trying to get our Munoz on. So it goes without saying. But and in that very same thing, it was the coaches, it was the teachers, it was finding positive male role models that you emulated. It was friends' dads. One of the things about being in sports was you kind of become part of a family. And a lot of times, on a lot of those couches that I slept on growing up, it was teammates and their fathers would take time. And I remember Mr. Pesty, who was a dear friend of mine, Richard Pesty, who's passed away. But when we were playing football, he was the team dad. And it didn't matter whether you were his son or not, he treated you the exact same way. One of the things he used to do because of his culture, he used to give everybody a kiss on the head. And for young men who aren't used to that, the first time I saw that, I freaked out. But then after a while, I would literally stand in line waiting for mine. So it's important that being a father, I love the thing, but it was something that I had to learn to, and I'm still learning as I go. Right. But I had a lot of positive male role models around me, and it takes a village when becoming a man. So if he can't be there in person, they're around there. I
know your dad was not around after 14, Anthony. Real quick, you have a mentor, Jim Seaman, and we're seeing your daughters now. We're going to roll them in. Means a lot. Your daughter and your son, Michael, means a lot to you, right? That's your most important role?
That's right. I tell you what, it was one of the things I wanted to totally engage. I made some sacrifices just to be able to hang out with them. Tyrus, you mentioned coaches. I have a 57-year relationship with Jim Seaman, who I met when I was 7 years old. He was my high school baseball coach. He was that father role model to myself and other young men that never knew their dads, never had a dad. So it's amazing that coaches can be that male role model that we all need. And I'm thankful to be a father, and it's something that I am very excited to continue to be a father even at this age.
Tyrus and Anthony, thanks so much for making Father's Day weekend so comprehensive and insightful. Hopefully everyone will find time to help or appreciate their dads today. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
All right.
Thank you.
You got it. Thanks, Tyrus and Anthony.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.